So you can see where I experimented with different engines, different bolt hole patterns. But inside of Onshape, plan on making it one solid structure. Then take your engine, make sure everything aligns to the bolting pattern that you have. And once you're confident that you've got your bolt hole pattern, then you can cut out the material you don't need, like I did. So this is the DLE 170 that we used in the Onshape design. I'm going to mount the top 80. You can see it's a much larger engine, but it's way quieter, way more fuel efficient. You're going to give up about 10 pounds here to weight of the engine, but in economy, you're going to gain a lot. So you can take way less fuel. Just going to lay some styrofoam down so I don't have to take this prop off. That's the way the engine's going to be oriented on the frame, and then we'll get everything set here in just a second. All right, we're going to go ahead and mount up the frame, and we're going to put these 4 bolts in. They're pretty tight. You want them to be tight, because if you get too much vibration around these bolts, it'll eat that aluminum away. All right, once you get the bolts run in so that they're connected, you can go ahead and lift this frame up. Make sure that the pull start is on this side. I'm actually going to have to flip this around because I noticed I've got this tube upside down. I need it closer to here so I can mount the pull start. Now these down. Once I get those run down, then we'll install the gas tank. So when you take this apart, you can leave these motor mounts assembled to this, pop out the swing arms, and you can slide these off instead of undoing that. All right, so the only thing we have left now is just to install the gas tank, but because I'm going to put some different connections on there, I'm going to stop here. I still have a stainless steel bolt I want to replace this with. That's going to go through. But the main reason I don't want to assemble right now is because of the connections. I'll show you the video on how I installed all these other parts. I'm going to flip this tube around and we'll install the pull start from here. Should latch now. Yeah, there we go. Good. And that'll lock it in there. And then I'm going to drill new holes. And this one should be fine. There we go. There's that one. So I'm going to go ahead and install that choke. That'll give me, then I'm going to move it back to the choke position because I need to be able to pull on it. There's that bad boy on there. All right. So probably what I'll do is bring that down and I'll clip those off. There we go. Now before I double back it, I'm going to do the same thing over here, and I want to make sure, because of that I don't give it really any leeway to move around side to side. Pop that bad boy on there. Yeah, it looks good. Looks like everything's going to fit on this side. Before I run that bolt down, though, I'm going to put that other one on. We'll do another hang check, and then we'll run these back. All right, that looks good. Make sure everything feels good. Where's our throttle? I need to change the strap on that throttle. All right, so that's going to be good. Everything reaches where we need it to be. Feels like it's positioned the same. If we don't get that before the second test flight, netting is the next thing to set up. I put snaps so that they snap in. I think I'm going to create something that I can cinch down to lock these in. I may just drill the hole for today and put the tie-ins, but eventually I'll have something I'd like for it to lock behind the frame, but I may drill it all the way through. But we've got those snaps here and here, and then we did these two areas, and then on these two areas. That one's difficult to see. Easiest way to do this is just keep it all hooked up and drill the holes first if you're doing it after the fact. Cinch that down, and I'll run this one through up here, and then I'll trim those down. I don't have to worry about this thing popping loose, and I'll do that all the way around. And if the winds are light and we have to do a forward, at least we'll have something that'll prevent these from popping. You have to clean up those holes that you drill, otherwise they could cut in to your tie down, or you can use stainless steel wire and then tuck that wire in on the other side. That would lock it down. This, again, I'll probably end up doing some snaps where these snap in like these, but I didn't have any this size. All right, we're just letting that warm up a little bit before we take it on its second flight. All right, that's pretty good.